Hey, I'm Ryan, this is Greg, and today we're going to be looking at the final two games in the Humble Choice, the Sniper game and the Formula One 2020. So this game is Formula One. It's a race-style simulation game. Obviously, the 2020 version, 2021, I believe, was just released. So that's why they're kind of promoting this one on the Humble Choice. It's exactly what you'd think it'd be. It is a racing game that focuses as much as it can on physics and being true to reality.
You nailed it. It is true to reality, and I thought I was a good driver. I apparently suck at F1 driving.
No, so here's the thing, and you try too hard to be too good in these games instead of driving like a professional, right? Like that's why you don't see these F1 drivers driving down the road, blowing by people, only just to slam on their brakes and spin out into a curve, right? There's a progression of things. You have to slowly get past people, and I mean that's where we lack. We're just too impatient. We have this 15-second attention span, and going down going down the road at 150 miles an hour. I mean, we want to be in the first place. That's it.
I would definitely burn out the brakes on my car within the first week if I drove like this in F1.
Yeah, no, but I mean, otherwise, the game is it's an F1 game. It's pretty solid. This is my father's bread and butter right here. He loves these games. He buys them when they come out every year. To me, it's a lot of the same old hat. It's again, I'm just racing. Graphics maybe changed a little bit. Gameplay maybe changed slightly, but it's the same game you were playing in 2019 that you were playing in 2018. Are they good?
Absolutely. 2010.
Yeah. Are they? Well, I mean, 20. No, now that's a big jump, but like, I mean, are they? Are they good? Yeah, absolutely. They're good, and they're good at what they do. But it's a slow-paced racing game, basically. If you want to race properly and you want to race on a difficult setting, you're not going to be blowing by cars. You're going to have to take your time. You're going to have to make up those seconds in the game to actually get the advantage on the other drivers.
Yeah, my problem was I approached the game as if I was playing Mario Kart. And you can't rub other drivers. You can't squeeze into corners. Or you get flags. You get warning flags. I did not complete the first 3 laps only because I was too aggressive or too Mario Kart. And that totally tanked me.
Listen, if you're picking up this game, you like a racing game. You like the realistics of a racing game. You probably watch Formula One or some type of racing. And this is going to appeal to you completely. What they did bring out in this version, which I thought was actually kind of interesting, and I only really got to touch on a little bit, was like the career / owner mode, the management mode. Did you touch at all on that, Greg?
So I read about it, and I'm like, oh, well, first I'm going to just kind of try the starting levels to just get into the game. And then I had some kind of mix-up on my end that I missed, my games weren't saved. And then I noticed this whole other, what's it like to own an F1? And I learned some good pointers between F2 and F1.
My thing is, I find these games, for the most part, to be kind of dead. It is exactly what it should be. I don't see it appealing to the mass. That's it, right?
I think a lot of the games that we have played so far include some kind of carnage. And you can't have carnage in F1. Heck, you can't even rub other cars in F1. There is just pure skill. And unless this is the audience for you, unless you're the player where you want that technicality, then totally this game is for you.
First off, if you want long term, you want to spend time in it, you enjoy racing, you want to do a whole season, you want a career, the management career mode, I can't remember what it's called right now. It's great. It's exactly what it should be. Unless you just want to straight up race, I still wouldn't recommend this game. Am I going to come back to it even though I think it's a good game? Do I think this game is like a 7 and 8 out of 10? Yeah, I do. Am I going to play it again? No, I'm not.
I think they did a few things well in the game, but it's still just a racing game. All right, let's get into Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts. I feel this is a title that just goes on and on and on. But I looked it up. There are other versions of this game. This is just the contracts version of Sniper Ghost Warrior.
Basically, this is a stealth espionage style sniper game. I think the emphasis on sniper really isn't high enough. Overall, it's your typical Splinter Cell style game.
Yeah, I think you nailed it. Just it's labeled as action, but you're approaching the scene. You're a sniper. You're a covert agent, and you're going through the world as it is. How does the sniper setting compare to other sniper games we've played?
I'm gonna be honest. I was slightly disappointed with this game in the fact that I thought it would be all about sniping and less about mission objectives and going into facilities. I mean, that's, in my opinion, never been in the military, don't know shit about the military, pardon my French, but we don't, that's not what snipers are there for. They're there to take out targets. They're not supposed to be running into buildings to complete objectives. And I realize they did it because they need to elaborate on the game, maybe, but I was just like, alright, I'm just going to get to snipe some stuff. No, it's a lot more than that. In my opinion, not in a bad way, but not in a better way.
I thought that exact same thing. I thought I was just going to be a sniper throughout the entire thing. Snipers don't do that. They're there to take out those high intensity targets to make sure the ground forces can go in.
Yeah, so, I mean, okay, well, we got that out of the way. What did you actually think of the game? To me, my personal opinion, it's Splinter Cell. Like I said, it's a covert ops game, which is fine, but it's not. I mean, again, it's not a sniper game. I found the sniping in it really interesting, and I really enjoyed the sniping that was happening. The cutscenes that would happen when that one bullet came, that bullet comes in and it just like pierces the target perfectly. The one shot. I thought that was it was great. I enjoyed it wholeheartedly. As soon as I was not up on a crow's nest somewhere and trying to snipe guys, I was losing interest. I played a lot of Splinter Cell games, played a lot of these covert op games. They're good. I'm kind of burnt out on them, so I mean, it seems to do what it's trying to do, which is a covert ops game, not a sniper game. Well, it's just titled wrong. Your thoughts?
Yeah. Out of all the sniper games I played, I think it did sniping the best. The fact that it has the little kind of dot that trickles down to show you how the bullet will travel, so you can gauge on it, and you can actually even change the gauge about what you're seeing through the viewfinder. Excellent. I actually really enjoyed that. Keeping it stiff, that little part irked me a little bit. I really think they nailed the sniping, but that's the only thing they nailed.
That was it. I came into it expecting one thing, got something, 50% different.
It's rated at 75%. I honestly, because of the amount of sniping with the game, I give this a 50%. It's a 5 because it just doesn't play up to the name.
I was just a little disappointed that it was some sort of covert op and not sniper. We've talked about it like 7 times. That's our big gripe with the game. Other than that, it's pretty decent.